Hello everyone, greetings of the day. In the previous lecture, we discussed the spiral model. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss the another software process model, that is the concurrent development model. This model is also known as concurrent model. Okay, let us see the different topics that we are going to discuss today. The first topic that we are going to discuss the concurrent development model, that is our today's topic. Then we are also going to discuss the advantages, and then we will discuss the disadvantages of concurrent model. So let us start with first subtopic, that is the concurrent development model. In the previous lectures, we have discussed the different development models or the process models. In that process models, if you observe, we are having different phases. Means whenever we are going to develop a kind of software, we need to go through some activities, some tasks, some phases. There are some phases that need to be carried out in the software development process. But in today's lecture, we are going to discuss somewhat another different kind of development model, and that model is nothing but the concurrent development model. Now you can say that how it is different from the another models. This concurrent development model is different from the another models because in the previous models we are having phases, but in this concurrent development model we are having different states. In next slide we are having the diagram or the figure that represents how it is going to be work. So in next slide we will discuss that. We will see the how the states are going to be changed. So let us discuss the concurrent development model. The concurrent development model is also called as concurrent model. Now the communication activity has been completed in the first iteration of this model, and it exists in the awaiting changes states. Means if there are any changes that need to be performed in our software, then it will change into the states, that is awaiting changes state. The modeling activity completed in the initial communication and then go to the under development state. Means whenever we are going to modeling activity is completed, its initial communication, means after the initial communication it will change to the under development state. If the customer specifies the change in the requirement, then the modeling activity moves from under development state into the awaiting changes state. The concurrent process model activity moving from one state to another state. Means this concurrent development model or the concurrent model is all about the states of your project. Let us discuss it with one example or the element of concurrent process model. The diagram is there. Let us consider your project is in inactive state. Your customer has given some changes to the software developer. Means your project will change from inactive state to the under development state. At that time, when it goes to under development state, it can be go to the awaiting changes if the changes that has been told by the customer to the developer has not been changed. Then another thing, it also go to the second state, that is under review state. Okay, means under development state can transform to the awaiting changes state or the under review state. Means you just have made some changes, but those changes should be reviewed. Then it will jump to the other states are also there, the baseline state and under revision state. So if we have reviewed that, then it will jump to the done. But after done, if the customer having some another changes or some queries, then it will again go to the another state, that is awaiting changes state. So this is the concurrent development process model or the concurrent model. Then next is there the advantages. The advantages of the concurrent development model is, this model is applicable to all types of software development processes. Then second is, it is very easy for understanding and use. You can easily understand it and use it. It gives the immediate feedback from testing. As the state is going to be changed, from that you can easily get the feedback from your testing team. It also provides an accurate picture of the current state of the project. We can get the accurate picture or accurate state of your project. Then disadvantages. What are the disadvantages of concurrent development model? The first disadvantage, that it needs better communication between the team members. This may not be achieved all the time. It is not possible that all the team members are having good communication in between them. So that can be a disadvantage of your concurrent development model. And the second disadvantage is, it requires to remember the status of the different activities. You should know the every activity's status in this concurrent development model. So this is the concurrent development model or the concurrent model. In today's lecture, we have discussed the concurrent development model, its advantages and disadvantages. In next lecture, we will discuss the another topic. So, thank you.